Welcome to the Through the Hard Way podcast with G Wiz, DJ Black, and OG Bobby P. This episode, we're joined by a special guest, my brother from another mother, Butta B. We'll be discussing the wild week on the stock market, the passing of the legend Cicley Tyson, the latest viral challenge that keeps all the men glued to their phones, review what caught our ears, share our thoughts on 2 Chainz, Codeine and Cowboy 10 years later, and end the episode with How Stupid Can You Be?
Now, back to Free the Hard Way.
Oh boy. Through the Hard Way podcast. Live from the 901. Hey. Round of applause, please. Yeah, that shit jamming on it. What you think? What, did it sound long this time?
No, y'all cut it down.
Cut it down.
No, we didn't.
Goddamn cheap. No.
It's the Hennessy then.
It's the Hennessy make it feel better. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. I don't know when you're listening, but you're now tuned in to Through the Hard Way podcast. OG Bobby P, what's happening?
Slow motion.
G Wiz, what's up with it?
Nothing much.
And special guest, Butta B, a high-ranking member of Kappa Alpha Psi Incorporated, Lane College, Bloody Beta Lambda chapter. Say what's up to the people, man.
What's up? You know what I'm saying? How you doing, man?
That
You sound
sound
crazy,
that
man. Chicago all
like
day.
He's in a gang or something.
Hey, high-ranking member. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about? Like, you have to
You
give
give my
proper
rank, man, because I earned it. It
Yeah.
is what it is, but we're gonna do it up for the night. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
tell us a little bit something about yourself. Where you from?
You know what I'm saying? I grew up over east, man, south side of Chicago, man. By all means, 7424 South Shore Drive. You know what I'm saying? That's my dude.
Right. For sure.
That's how I am. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Tarrytown. You know what I'm saying? Chicago has always been the beast, but by all means,
Right.
you always gotta be aware and alert what's around you. By all means, but. You know what I'm saying? I love the city. You know what I'm saying? I love Memphis. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I grew up on Memphis music. You know what I'm saying? I knew music styles back in 1994.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I love the swagger. I love Kingpin Skinny Pimp, 3-6.
The skinny
Ball
nigga
G.
is in the house. I'm talking.
Yeah.
No, not that the
White
moment
boy.
The bitch is the 9
inches.
inches. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Shout out
you know
to
what I'm saying?
Skinny.
You know what I'm saying? It was a to be honest with you, it was a transition. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
growing up in the Midwest, a lot of people didn't listen to that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It was all Twister, Crucial Conflict,
Yeah.
Do or Die, and that type of stuff. So
We was bumping Crucial Conflict down here too, though.
Smoking on, hey.
Smoking on,
know-
hey.
In the middle
That's
You know what I'm
what's
saying?
up.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the flick. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like you got to dare to be different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Accept music outside of your realm and your natural elements. So
Yeah. That's what's
that's why
happening.
I'm here.
We appreciate you sitting in with us, man. First segment we usually do, we call it In the News. So in the news, it's been a wild week on the stock market.
Crazy,
They
bro.
went crazy.
Yeah.
So gang was it GameStop? That's who the culprit is?
It was started with GameStop, but
Yeah.
they pushed it to like 4 other tickers, and basically, it was a group of people on Reddit. So
Right.
if you're not on social media Reddit, go check it out. They counseled it. We can get in talking more about that.
Right.
But they basically
Salute to making too much noise too fast.
they basically said they saw the hedge funds
Yeah.
making a short bet, and basically a short bet is you betting that they're gonna lose, that the
Yeah.
stock is gonna go down.
Yeah.
So they pumped a whole bunch of money in it. The hedge funds did, and they said we the people are not gonna allow that. You're not gonna allow you to drive a company out of business. So they just start pumping money into the GameStop. So every time you short bet, you're basically borrowing it from somebody,
Right.
and you got to pay interest on it.
Okay.
So if the price get too high, they couldn't pay the interest on that many shares to cover it.
So it just drove the stock up just
It was
stupid.
Last year this time, GameStop was $4.
$4.
I saw it get up to $3.80
That's crazy.
a share.
Wow.
That's crazy.
One guy pumped in 50,000 and turned it into 2.2 million.
That's like saying I bought some regular,
Right.
and now And now it's Kush prices. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
You blowing that gas.
So the plot thickened though, because most people, they call it retail investment.
Yeah.
Most people were doing it on Robinhood, Webull.
Right. Shout out to Robinhood.
Well, not shout out to Robinhood.
I know. I heard they
Robinhood turned it off.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let you buy GameStop. They wouldn't let you buy AMC. They wouldn't let you buy Cost.
I mean, do you think they was doing it just because to save a risk from happening? They saw what was happening.
That's what they were saying. They're like, the average person doesn't know how close we were to the market crashing during it.
You're right.
Because Robinhood they had to go get a line of credit because they couldn't cover it.
Yeah.
It was like they got a line of credit like $1 billion.
Because they couldn't cover everything.
They couldn't cover it.
And so they just had to say, okay, guys.
And what actually happened is they were selling more shares than the shares exist.
Right.
And that would have caused it to flop.
Yeah, you can't sell imaginary shares. We're going to make some more.
But it was so crazy that it was $4 this time last year. It was about $40 5 days ago.
Yeah. And
they drove it up. They came out and said, no, you can't do it. That stock dropped back down to $100 and something. So they let the market settle down yesterday. They opened it back up, but you only could buy like one share of GameStop.
That's crazy.
So now they want the AOC. With her fine self. Oh my God, she's fine. She I don't know if she just fine or she's so confident that make her fine.
She rich.
No, she
it might be a slight collaboration of both.
Yeah, you think that's what it is?
Yeah,
like
probably.
She knows what she's talking about. She's confident, and then she just fine.
Yeah.
She look like she smell good.
She's not rich.
There he go.
Right. Yeah, you like smelling good women.
Yeah, she look like she smell like some vanilla candle. Yeah. So they're called, and Ted Cruz agreed with it. Like, this ain't right.
Yeah.
So if Ted Cruz and AOC can agree on the same thing, it's a crazy world we live in.
I think that's the thing that scares me with these startups, because I don't know. Sometimes these startups don't have enough back end to substantiate what can actually happen.
So that's how the plot gets even more thicker.
Yeah.
Robinhood is owned by another company that owns a hedge fund. So so the conspiracy is there's a lot of funny business going on.
Right.
So we will see, but to everybody that got in on it, make that bread.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to Get Money.
Yeah, but some of the stories will feel good. Like people who could go pay medical bills now. They can they had lost wages and they can do it. But they like, we gave y'all these stimmies and y'all and y'all then went and flipped it.
Yeah.
Like
and
real
pulled up like Dave Chappelle. I'm rich, bitch. With the truck full of cigarettes. You know what I mean? All right, man. We lost a legend, Miss Cicley Tyson,
an
icon, in not just in black media and black film, but just an icon. Pure, just so graceful. Cicley Tyson, gone in '96. Butter, man, what your thoughts about Cicley, man? Like, I'm sure you got some black women in your family that's like, man, like that really hit home. You know what I mean?
By all means, my grandmother's from Macon, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, she was born in Aliceville, Alabama. But I pay respect to most women. Yeah. That
most of them anyway.
No, I'm sorry.
Not
all
all
women, all black queens and women.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, that handle the business. You know what I'm saying? Cicley Tyson, she's been doing everything from Tyler Perry, to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? She should definitely be respected and held at a high note because she helped brand the culture. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, a lot of these women trying to break into the industry, but at the same time, they don't have a groundbreaking foundation to build off of. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of women who want to be in the acting field should look at her and be like, you know what, that's the standard and that's what I want to be.
And what I liked about her is, and I hate to bring that the pigmentation, the light skin, dark skin argument into it, but it's like, she was a very dark-skinned woman.
Yes, she was.
But just so graceful, so beautiful. Just the talent alone.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why, I really encourage young ladies, like, don't get caught up. Don't get caught up. My hair gotta look like this. I gotta do this. I gotta look like this. Like, be you. Be who you are, and be graceful. You don't always. I mean, I ain't tripping. I like to see Megan. You know what I'm saying? I like to see these ladies out here doing their thing, but somebody got to set the example of this is what it needs to look like. This is what it should look like. You know what I mean? So, man,
that's interesting you said that. I'm not finna railroad that because the Hennessy got me thinking.
Railroad it. Run through it.
Why you
Speaking my
the part where you said that's what it should be? What do you mean?
Like,
please elaborate.
Okay, so not that it should be, but like somebody needs to show a standard. Somebody should say, okay, it's not all about how you could shake your tail. Like,
I like the tail shaking.
I mean, and I as well as I do. But everybody is not. That's not everybody's thing. And so,
but they squares.
Not all of them.
No,
all of them. Because I done seen some women that get into a G string and don't look cute. You see what I'm saying?
But
like, so
it's
everybody
the thought that counts.
Like, you need to. Everybody got to.
Now the reason I say that is because. I really want to go there tonight?
Well, I mean, and I feel where you coming from. I feel what you're saying. Like, I do understand that, even like the movement that's happening right now, like
the busted challenge.
Yeah, or don't shame me. Like, women are like, if I ain't like slut shaming. I'm not saying like if that's what your thing is. If you're a dancer, you getting rich. If you get money and you a stripper, that's what your thing is, and you get money and you feeding your family, more power to you. I'm all for the hustle. Like, I'm never against the hustle at all. But what I do have to say is somebody have to say like, this is what a lady look like.
Exactly.
Like,
but that's what a lady look like.
No, that's what a freak look like.
I totally disagree, right? Okay, because the reason I say I disagree is because ultimately, that's what dudes want. Like, if they didn't want it, why would OnlyFans and porn be booming like that? And they doing it on the slick versus doing it on
what else is booming?
Main Street. What?
Cocaine. But everybody don't need to do cocaine.
Why not?
It's like it's nobody need to do cocaine. There's some people functioning off cocaine. I ain't tripping.
Each his own.
Like, each his own. Do you? But like, to me, again, like you said, to each his own.
Yeah.
That's not everybody. Like,
because I guess if for maybe Cicley Tyson.
Cicley Tyson.
It's the braces and the Hennessy mixing.
How
about
this? Let me say it like this. Maybe it's the lady in the what's the saying?
Freak in the sheets. Lady in the streets.
Yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe it's Cicley Tyson was busting it wide open and we don't know about it.
Exactly.
But that's the thing. Like, a lady may be the freakiest thing that you've ever seen behind closed doors. Yeah. But
you saying
she a lady.
You saying she don't need to always flaunt it.
Perception is everything.
Okay.
Like she may, I ain't gonna say that about Cicley, but like, I know women that work in offices. I know nurses.
I heard nurses
nasty, bro. But like, they ain't nasty at the hospital. They ain't out here like busting it open with the catheter in their hand. You see what I'm saying? They doing business, and so like, that's what I'm saying.
You know how I am. Like, I'm authentic. Like,
yeah,
you gonna get me how I am.
Yeah,
whether it's on here.
I think I got you lit right now. I think I got lit, OG Bobby.
And now in the street, like, I'm always me. Like, I'm gonna give you my opinion, right?
Yeah.
And so with me being that, I'm saying don't be like doing it in secret. Like, if that's what you like.
So you want the freaks at the hospital to come on out the closet and go to the strip club?
No.
What you saying?
I say it on both sides. Like, for the dudes as well. Like, if you want the freak, get the freak. You know.
But see, why the freak got to be? See, I don't think the freak got to look like the freak all the time.
I do, because I shop like a man. Like when I go to the store, I'll be like, I want that. I don't want to have to go around looking for the freaks. Like I want to know the freaks.
You just want freaks at the Exxon.
I
just pull up. She busting it open at pump 3.
I want you verified freak. Like you need to have a check mark.
But talk to me.
No, hold on, let me finish this.
Your frat brother is lit.
I am. But go ahead, finish your point.
No, I was gonna say because it's like this. You roll your dice. You get you a nice lady. You think she what lady in the street freak?
Man, I'd have had some preacher daughters that did some wild things. But the thing is,
you roll the dice and you think, okay, she's a nice young lady, and then she ain't the freaks, and then when she ain't the freaks, you back in the streets.
Well,
let me tell you something. All women are freaks until you hit that switch. That find out that they really are the freaks.
Yeah.
Let's be 100 with it. You know what I'm saying? At the same time.
I guess they just weren't freaking for me.
I think the silhouette and the busted challenge is giving housewives and women who just had kids confidence and swagger and stamina to whereas it's like, all right, cool. I'm a housewife, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I can still be sexy for my man and for the masses. I think that's something that Aisha Curry touched on. She was like, okay, well, I'm still sexy and freaky for my husband, but at the same time, it's like I can still be nasty with it. You know what I'm saying?
Nice segue to
the silhouette. You know what I'm talking about?
The silhouette.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, that's a new challenge that's going on. Is that, you know, if you're confident enough in yourself and you can respect and honor your love your woman, you let her do her thing. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, it's like, yeah, all right, they come back. It's like, damn. It's like every man want to look at their woman like shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. I'm sorry.
I guess that's what I'm really trying to say is that
don't nobody want a woman that nobody else want.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but I don't want her out here looking like in drawers and panties while I'm trying to. Hey, this my homeboy or these. You know, we finna go to this little party. I don't want your nipples out. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's because she's your woman. What if she wasn't?
But would you look at another?
What if she wasn't?
I mean, if I meet her, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
Because she ain't your woman. But if she was your woman, you
like nipples out.
But you looking at the other chick?
You said she wasn't.
I mean, I'm looking.
Yeah.
But that ain't probably the chick that okay, so that might be the chick I'm trying to see that night. but that ain't the chick I'm trying to see next week.
But what if she's a night? What if she
cover up? She can't be nipples out every day.
But what if she's empowered enough to do that and she can cook, she can clean, she's a good
I won't never know that because I'm not gonna get past my every time I see this chick she got
all nice and all that, but she can't do none of that.
Yeah.
I want the freaky nurse.
Yeah,
I think that's
the girl next door.
Lawyer.
The girl next door chick.
The librarian.
The librarian.
The librarian.
The
bro.
chick was like, damn. I'm like, damn. Bro,
yeah,
like shit.
Yeah, like it's kind of like I'm sure ladies feel the same way. If you see a dude out here and he got it on every day, all the time, like he got that shit on, he Rolex down, he like they gonna get the perception, oh, he must just be a D-boy or something like that, and that's gonna be a perception, and you may run off somebody that's just looking for like, okay, I want a guy that look like he go to work but clean up on the weekend.
But you can fake it to make it. Like that's what I'm saying.
It's one anyway.
I seen a dude. I was getting my oil changed the other day, and I seen a nigga fresh as hell walking down Covington Pike. That ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like that just don't send the right signal. Like
you don't know where you going.
Yeah,
but you should be in a car. You should be in a car with them fresh ass Jordans on. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Maybe he's walking to it. You don't know.
I could tell.
Maybe his car just broke down.
Yeah.
Or
maybe he's leaving the building and he's parking around the corner.
I think he was trying to get somebody to stop and pick him up. I don't know. He had that shit on.
But I ain't hating.
Just like if you walk around with your nipples out all the time, I think you trying to get picked up. You look like you are dressing for the part of. You look like you're dressing for their vocation.
That's not what we were talking about.
Well, we were talking about Cicley Tyson, but
right.
I like your vocation that you're dressing for. And I applaud you and appreciate you.
I appreciate the ladies that's their vocation. And if that's not your vocation, don't dress like it because I'm going to treat you.
No,
accordingly.
but I don't know. I think this. I will say I think this is a touchy subject. I can't talk tonight.
You got to hide that.
So,
Okay.
on the flip side, I feel like the silhouette and the busted challenge is giving confidence to the housewives, girlfriends, baby mamas, just and third, who may just
and
have
I'm
a kid.
here for it. And every time that I hear that lay your head on your pillow, I throw my head back. Oh, Lord.
Exactly. There you go.
Lord.
So now instead of looking at me like, I don't know if I should do that, but like, oh yeah, I got the busted challenge. Like, yeah, I can go in there and just.
I think the silhouette challenge is better than the busted challenge because it's a level mystique there. You know, when
it ain't better than the busted challenge, bro.
I don't know, bro.
When they do that crybaby on it,
pick your poison.
Guess what you just said.
No,
pick your poison.
no, I'm random.
Pick your poison.
I'm random.
I like both.
I think the silhouette challenge is better, bro. It's something sensual about it.
It's something about when they do that crybaby on that busted challenge. I'll be like, ooh,
yeah.
Hey,
look, the same man, busted for their vocation. Whatever he just said.
Hey man, ain't nothing like when a nurse get off work, come home, just take a shower, and do the crybaby. You know what I'm talking about? It's
Yeah, but hey, shout out to all the ladies who feel empowered enough to do the busted challenge, to do the silhouette challenge.
Definitely.
And ladies, if you ain't do it, and if you don't want to post it on social media, do it for your man.
Exactly.
And just send it to him.
Or send it to 3 The Hard Way Podcast 3. All right, so we do a segment, Butter, called What Caught Your Ear? Like, anything you listen to this week that just caught your ear. It could be a podcast. It could be some music. You might have went back and listened to something that was like, oh, man, that's jamming. What caught your ear this week?
This week, it was a chick from out west. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
I think her name is Reginae Jones, not Lil Wayne's daughter. That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. And I was watching Insecure because Raphael Sadiq and Solange do the score for Insecure.
Really?
So,
okay.
So they provide great music. So what I do is a lot of times I have my music ready to like Spotify and things like that, so I can actually see where these songs are coming from. It's like they come on some great songs. Renee J.
Okay.
From out west. Shout out to you. She had a song called 2:30 in the morning where she was talking about some dude she met and she hooked up with and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's a good song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's right here. It's called 2:30 in the morning. Great song. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that. Like I respect the artistry. You know what I'm saying? By whether it be R&B, drill. You know, it doesn't matter. If it's good music, it needs to be appreciated by all means on every platform.
Yeah.
You know
Tell us about the drill scene. What's like? Were you really like? Did you really like the drill scene in Chicago? Like, that's just a whole nother culture that maybe a lot of from other people from different places don't really know. I mean, it definitely have its impact on the culture.
It did.
But in Chicago, tell me how you feel like the impact of drill music was.
I feel like the impact of drill music has definitely reshaped the city. You know what I'm saying? By all means. Chicago has always been a very violent and crazy city, by all means, because it's a gang culture. By all means, our mayor for 40 years was a mob. It had mob ties, but at the same time, even before Chief Keef, we had BDs, GDs, vice lords, this, that, and the third in the city. So therefore, people had to affiliate themselves with certain aspects of that to try to get in the industry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Dirks, the G Herboros, and this, that, and the third. So it's like. I respect everyone's lane and try to get into the rap game for whatever they do. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like respect the ones that did it before you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, because you know what I'm saying, the KRS Ones, the Tribe Called Quest, the De La Souls, the you know what I'm saying, Twisters, Do or Dies, this, that, and third, because your art came from somebody else, and I feel like you would be oblivious to the culture if you don't pay homage to the ones that did it before you.
That's what's up.
Shout out to Katie Got Bands.
Katie Got Bands.
Katie Got Bands.
That's what you was listening to, OG?
Nah, I was listening to Fujiano.
That
Molly.
Yeah. Fujiano be bumping.
Baby mama
ain't shit. You see or something? Huh? Yeah. That's crazy. Like Fujiano did a show in Memphis across the street from Big Boogie. Big Boogie was at like Dubai. I think Fujiano was at like Status. And man, Big Boogie turned the city out. Like people that I ain't even know Fujiano was in the city. He had a show, and I promise it was like 20 people over there. Boogie had the whole other side gone, which was
his song Molly is taking off on TikTok right now.
Oh, Molly been gone. Molly been gone.
But that's how I learn these new kids.
Yeah, just Molly.
If it ain't on TikTok, I don't hear it.
Yeah.
I be looking at the myths.
Yeah,
on TikTok.
doing the new dance.
I got a question.
Yeah.
I'm in
No. Jump in. What's happening?
All your brothers from Memphis. So this is my thing. I want to know how the Memphis culture and the nightlife influence your appreciation for music going forward. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
it's like
let's make it correct. G Wiz actually from St. Louis.
Okay.
So he spent
I got family.
He came this way.
Okay.
But he started out doing like in the St. Louis area. And that's kind of Midwest culture as well. I'm thinking. Yeah.
But to answer your question, I think music, and part of the reason why we do this podcast is music has shaped a lot of how I think.
Yeah,
and
music
how
is the culture.
Going to the club is I don't really go to the club to chase chicks and drink. I go to see the reaction of the crowd to the music to see if they feel the same way I feel about the music.
Yeah.
Like I'm that dude that if you pull up to the light, you may think I be having a seizure or something over there because I'm all into it, like shaking my dress, all that. So like I really, really love music.
Yeah.
So
looking for the chewing.
Yeah.
It was crazy for me. I actually put some music out, and it allowed me to be around a lot of the people that actually shape Memphis music. So I got a chance to be around 3 6 Mafia members and Gangsta Pack, Gangsta Black, Skinny, like Squeaky. Like I got a chance to meet a lot of the ones that really got out there and started. 8-Ball, MJG, a lot of these guys I got a chance to kind of be around. And so it's like there is no Memphis culture without the music.
Facts.
And that same culture really shaped a lot of the Southern music that ended up coming out. Atlanta, Houston, a lot of these other areas I feel like caught that wave, which even to today, you know, you got Juicy J still relevant, still putting out music. You know, that sound, that Memphis sound actually did a lot for the culture as well. You know what I mean? So
I agree.
Yeah, man, Memphis, that in the club scene, like it's always been bananas in Memphis. Like you just wonder how long a club gonna stay open in Memphis.
Every 6 months.
Cause they gonna like everybody come to the club. It's not like, you know, in other cities, it's like, you know, we hang out on this side of town or we hang out on this side of town. We don't really go over here. Memphis ain't like that. Memphis going everywhere. So if the club in Cordova, South Memphis there, North Memphis there, East Memphis there, Fayette County there, everybody gonna be there. Like, so
remember 152?
Yeah, 152 on Bill.
I met this how much I used to go to 152. I had weekend friends.
Yeah.
Like I never met them outside of seeing them on Saturday night
152
on Bill, going to 152.
Yeah.
And we kicked it like we partners.
Yeah.
But that's all we had in common was that we saw each other every weekend at the club.
Yeah. Yeah. G Wiz, what caught your ear this week, man?
BFB the Pac-Man.
BFB
the Pac-Man.
BFB the Pac-Man. Will he do a song or what is he?
Oh, he a rapper from Detroit.
Okay.
BFB. Hey, Gotti just signed somebody from Detroit, didn't he?
No, he signed somebody from Kentucky.
They from Kentucky?
Yeah, they from Louisville.
They sound just like they from Detroit.
No, he was on a song with a dude from Detroit.
Oh, okay.
He was on what's dude name from Detroit that Gotti signed. I can't think of him right now. But yeah, they on the same song together.
I gotta go check him out. I ain't
Kentucky.
Yeah, he signed. Man, Gotti laid out like 750,000. Something like I can't remember his name. I just know they laid 750 grand out in the studio. He was just like, oh, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 50, that's Like
I don't like that though.
I love it.
Put mine in the bank.
Put yours in the bank.
Show in the bank.
Yeah, I don't.
You ain't messing with the cash money.
I don't want folks. No, I'm not a flashy dude like that. So I don't like to draw unnecessary attention to myself.
Yeah.
What if the camera's cut off and they be like, all right, put the money back up? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, Gotti got that bread for real. Gotti ain't playing.
Yeah, he got it, but don't do me like that.
Yeah.
That's what happened with BG and Baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I love the marketing aspect of it. Cause like everybody that Gotti done signed, and you know, even like Dolph does this. He be like, all right, we signed you, and you see him jump in a new whip, or you see him with a new chain on, or you see him counting out hundreds of thousands of dollars for him. Like that strengthens your brand. Cause it's like
it strengthens your brand for, like you said earlier, for the vocation that you're going after. Like, it gives street cred.
Yeah.
But this is a total different topic. This hand got me thinking.
thinking and I'm drinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I may be turning on some Johnny Taylor in a little bit, but because rap is an art form,
right?
But rap is the only art form where you gotta be as tough as you rap about. Like,
if that's your perception, if perception is reality, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, these kids think these folks living what they rapping.
But see, but the thing about this too is record companies have said, "Hey, guess who sells the most records?
Trust us,
Blood,
Trust us,
CB4,
or in
Jones.
Chicago, who sells the most records?
I need more gang signs. Throw me some more gang signs.
Right, exactly.
Like you were just saying how gang culture has really, like, man, you got rappers from Chicago that can't even be in Chicago no more. They might catch a charge. Like they might think Chief Keef can't really just go to the land like that more.
He can't. You know what I'm saying? He's out in LA and he can't come back to the land because whatever he got going on the block, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? I can't speak on that man's situation, but at the same time, it's like he ain't been seen around in a while. But at the same time, like Lil Durk, Von, you know what I'm saying, all them type of cats, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep a good communication with everybody else. The problem with Chicago right now is the fact that a lot of cats don't respect the old heads who actually did it. They put in the work before they was there. It's like, oh yeah, forget them old heads, they ain't doing nothing. That ain't how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Mayor Daley, who's the mayor, his great idea was to lock up all the people who had rank, put them in jail for like 30 years, give them fed time, and at the same time, it's like, all right, cool, put them in jail. But at the same time, a lot of kids join the gang culture to have structure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now you put the people who would give them structure in jail, so and
you got some wild ones out here.
Wild ones. Yeah. All right, and at the same time, you tore down all the projects. It's like, all right, cool. I tore down this project. I tore down that project. Oh, I got an auntie live over there. I got an uncle live over there.
Right.
So now it's like, okay, me and my cousins, we living over there. So now I'm gonna click up. We got 3 of this gang, 4 of this gang, get 6 of this gang. So now we got a whole nother gang. You know what I'm saying? That's not the culture of the city, but that's what it is now.
Right. That's just in different. I mean, I spent a lot of time out in LA. Like you, to be a successful rapper, you damn near gotta be Pyru or Crip. Exactly. You know what I mean? That's just Memphis. Like they got, you got Pooh Shiesty, you got CO Big 30, you got, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like it's a lot of that culture, that street culture is really what
and
pushes.
They be beefing and they be shooting at each other.
Pooh Shiesty shooting at everybody everywhere. I'm talking about allegedly. Shout out to Pooh Shiesty.
But they say rapping is the most dangerous job in America.
It is. But it's the streets. Like hip hop has always been the streets.
But should it? Like it's an art, bro.
It's the most dangerous job in America if you don't do it right.
Yeah. It's poetry on breakbeats.
It's the news on breakbeats.
But if you ain't poetic and you don't know how to control the boards, then it's just something else.
Don't put lipstick on a pig. It is poetry on a breakbeat.
It's the news. It's the culture. Like it's actually what's really happening. Like there's the news and the picture that's portrayed,
that's fine,
and then
but the art is
the people
poetry.
That's really out here in the streets and know what's happening. That's what to me what hip hop is, what rap is.
Yeah, but see, there's a difference between hip hop and rap. But that's a whole nother conversation. Man, I'm not drinking Hennessy, but we're doing another podcast.
All right, so let's get to our three the Hard Way podcast spotlight this week. When did this come out? This is 2 Chainz,
this
Codeine Cowboy.
It actually came out in March of 2011. I'm gonna let y'all know, audience, ahead of time.
Yeah,
March is 2011 kicking out.
2011 had a whole lot of heat.
So you're gonna hear a lot of 2011 this year. 2011 was a magical year. I partied hard in 2011.
Years ago. Sheesh.
But Titty Boy, aka 2 Chainz, dropped Codeine Cowboy. This album was his transition from Titty Boy.
Which was an awful name.
I agree.
Like I'm not saying like his homeboys and he grew up. They grew up calling him Titty Boy, but like
it wasn't marketable.
You could not say Titty Boy on the radio, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's almost like what's his name?
That's
like Boosie Badass had to change the name to Boosie. Like,
the FCC would not allow that.
Like what's his name? Boosie Badass? No, we can't say that all the time.
Yeah. But
Titty Boy.
When this tape hit, it was a breath of fresh air because
I was still selling crack and riding around and I'm getting it. Yeah.
No, but just to hear him go by himself and rap, like, I think that's what's underestimated about 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz is a rapper's rapper. Like,
I disagree with that.
I disagree
2
with you.
2 Chainz is the best street poet I've ever heard.
Didn't he just called it poetry?
I was influenced.
Yeah, but the Psalms and Epistles that he dropped on there,
he did that.
He did notable hits off of it. Spend It, Boo.
Yeah,
I
just call her Boo. I don't know a whole name. That is not rapper's rapper. That is street nigga lingo.
Yeah,
that is the reality.
And that's what he brought back to it. Is that he told you what the streets are doing and still made it fly. And that's still his claim to fame to today is that he take the streets and make it fly.
I love watching like his interviews and stuff like that because he just talk about like, man, I was around all these rappers, but I was the one that they called to the studio when they needed weed. Like, I was the one serving everyone. Like, I served Atlanta. Like, I'm rich because I served Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, he fly because he actually did that life. Like, he really was on that. For real,
but that go back to our previous discussion about should rap emulate the street, like what you doing in the street.
But I ain't saying 2 Chainz ain't talked about shooting niggas or nothing like that. But he's so fly. He just talk about how fly he was the whole time he was in the streets. Like, he don't never be like, I murdered 100 niggas. He be like, I had 3 women in the bed when I woke up this morning.
He doesn't have to be your favorite rapper, but you still got to respect his culture and what he's doing for the culture.
But and this opened the lanes up for him because he took off. He came out with another mixtape we're gonna probably have to cover later this year, or we can talk about it now. True Religion, which is a classic. And then his album was anticipated. It was a bidding war for him, and which go on to him hooking up with Kanye,
right?
And it took off. Now he's pop. Honestly, 2 Chainz is pop. Whether we want to admit it or not, he's popular culture.
See, eventually the streets become popular culture. So the streets is the stove that is cooked up on. Like rap and hip hop is the stove. Like if you coming out from the streets, that's before you bubble and become pop. That's where you get hot at. That's the culture. So it's like. Yeah, if you talk in the streets and they see the reaction that everywhere they go, the streets is buzzing about this person or that person. Like Pooh Shiesty signing with Gucci Mane, and Pooh Shiesty can't buy weed no more. He got to shoot at the nigga trying to sell him Jordans now because he's hot as fish grease. You see what I'm saying? So because he the streets, like. Man, it's a dude from Fayette County, Tennessee, from Moscow, from Somerville area, named YC, and you seeing memes and everything. He did the beat for said something for Moneybag Yo from Fayette County. Graduated from Fayetteville High School, and he got memes now that just turn me up YC just because his tag is on everything. Like he the streets.
He tagged into that moment.
He gon' do something big. He bubbling. Just like the dude that got a chance to do the Beyonce Maze remix, Before I Let Go. Mm-hmm. He was also the one that did
You're from Memphis, huh?
yeah, he did Shoot for what my guy?
Hit Kid.
See, he did Shoot.
Yeah, he did Shoot. No, that Shoot.
That's
Shoot.
Waiting to Sell soundtrack. That
Yeah.
was,
He produced Duke stuff too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like when you the streets and you bubble,
yeah,
you finna go pop, and you finna go pop because that ultimately is gonna turn to what's popular culture. It just happened in the street first.
I feel like that's a common misconception because a lot of times, a lot of cats, they want to get in the lane of the actual rap industry, but they don't think that they have to appeal to the masses like pop culture, like you said.
Yeah.
And you have to have that in order to actually make money and actually appeal to everyone else other than inside your initial fan base.
Right.
So,
Yeah, so I recommend this album.
Yeah.
And before we
Stamp
do that,
approved.
I want to send out condolences to the family of John Chaney too.
Yeah,
the
John Chaney passed.
Coach of Temple.
oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah.
Member Cap Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but you know, he was a fierce coach on the
Yeah.
sideline. You used to see him. He just used to look so crazy and mean, but how he just used to.
He did used to scare me.
Yeah.
Like when I see him on playing, like I guess Memphis State would play Temple sometime.
Yeah.
He looked a little aggressive.
Yeah,
Like-
he looked like a owl. You know what I'm saying? He looked like the Temple owl, but you know he did his thing. So I send our condolences out to him.
Yeah,
We losing him, man. But y'all stay safe.
Our
out
old
there.
heads, like all of our old heads, man, are like, man, starting to leave us, man. That's hold on to what they taught us in that, man. So we're gonna get ready to close it out, man. We do a little segment called "How Stupid Can You Be?" OG Bobby P, where are we at this week?
We headed back to the bottom of the mountain.
Oh, we in Florida again. Florida State
All right.
keeping it popping.
2 men were arrested in Santa Rosa County, Florida, Saturday after law enforcement officers said they found illegal drugs in a bag full of drugs. The men were pulled over by a state trooper for allegedly speeding 25 miles over the limit. Note to self: do not traffic your illegal narcotics in a bag full of drugs.
Bag full of drugs.
They basically called the K9 unit out, and they found 75 grams of methamphetamines, 1.36 kilograms of GHB, 1 gram of cocaine, 3.6 grams of fentanyl, 15 tablets of ecstasy, and drug paraphernalia. They had a bag full of drugs.
First of all,
A big bag
first of
full of
all-
Had to be highway.
First of all, I
trick or treat candy bag full of drugs.
I admit I possibly, allegedly trafficked drugs before. I will admit that they were possibly in a Kroger sack, but they were never labeled a bag full of drugs. You're gonna have to do your job, officer. No, that's broccoli in there, son. That's not a bag full of drugs.
Hashtag spinach.
How stupid can you be?
That's stupid. That's how stupid.
Bag
can you
full
be.
of drugs.
Bag full of drugs. That's what.
Dumb as hell.
Take me to jail, please. Man, this has been 3 The Hard Way podcast. Again, man, we like to thank my man Butta being in the building with us today, man. Make sure you go to 3thehardwaypodcast.com. You go to 3 The Hard Way Podcast 3 on Instagram. Also hit our Facebook page. Man, just tune in, share, man. Make sure you tell somebody about what we got going on. It's been 3 The Hard Way Podcast. Y'all stay up.
Out.
Out.
Crazy, crazy,